I'm your welcome 23 year journey for high school story, class act, book 3, chapter 11, Bienvenue à Paris. That evening at the hotel, you and Rory rush into her parents' hotel room, finding Miss Silva in tears. Miss Silva, are you okay? Kids, you shouldn't be here. This isn't something you need to see. Mom, it's fine. We're here for you. Wiping tears away, she turns back to Mr. Silva. Martin, how long has this been going on? A few months. I'm so sorry. But I wasn't cheating. I would never have an affair. Dad, come on, it's over. Stop embarrassing yourself. I swear, I'm totally telling the truth. Diana and I are just friends. Mr. Silva, why would you hide a friendship? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, if she's just your friend, why all the secrecy? Come clean already. You're making everything worse. I'd never be unfaithful to my wife. I'm hurt you all think I'd do something like that. Well, I did ask you why hide a friendship. I don't know what to say to make you believe me, but Diana would be sick of the idea of an affair. She's grieving her fiancé. Fiancé? I didn't know Miss Maddox was engaged. It makes it worse. None of this explains why you were sneaking around. Or the text messages. You kids went through my phone? Rory, you knew this was going on and didn't tell me? I'm sorry, I just couldn't. I was scared I'd make things even worse. I suppose it's your father's fault for creating this situation. Martin, explain yourself. I didn't want to seem like a failure of a husband. You were so strong through your treatment. If you had to see me cry, what kind of man would that make me? A man, dog. A literal man. It's okay as a man or a boy to cry. My own dad was so stoic, always taking care of us. I never saw him cry, not even when my grandmother passed. Martin. But when we didn't think we could pay for your treatment, Brenda, I was so lost. I felt broken and so alone, especially when you were in the hospital. I don't get what it has to do with Miss Maddox. I joined a support group for parents or partners of cancer patients. Diana's fiancé was losing the battle. We would meet to talk about our loved ones and cry together. I couldn't let myself be a burden on my family. I didn't want you to know how much I was hurting. But Diana helped me through. I should have been strong. Oh, darling, are you telling me you were ashamed of being in pain? Unfortunately, most guys are. Mr. Silva nods, bowing his head, a few tears rolling down his cheeks. I'm so sorry, Brenda. And Rory. Mr. Silva, you wouldn't shame Rory for needing support. Your family would have been there for you. If you do have an affair, you'd better watch out. No, just stop it. Your family would have been there for you. It's true. Just because I had cancer doesn't mean I can't be there for my husband. But I didn't want to frighten you even more. I was so afraid I would lose you. You think I didn't spend days agonizing over how I could have died? I was shocked you weren't crying on my shoulder. I didn't want my wife's pain to be about me. I didn't want to give her more to worry about. You wouldn't given her a lot less to worry about if you were honest. It seems like even as a grown man, I have a lot to learn from my kid. And of course from my wife. Not to mention from my kid's perceptive childhood friend. It's okay, my darling. Never be ashamed of being afraid. Your fears and worries are always safe with me. Mr. and Mrs. Silva embrace, healing tears freely running down both of their faces. I would like to add that, yeah, find someone who you're okay to be with. This goes for guys or girls. There are some girls out there who are afraid to show emotion. Find someone that you can be emotional with. It's okay. I think this is our cue to go. Yeah, let's leave them to it. While Mr. and Mrs. Silva comfort one another, you and Rory slip back into the hallway where Sky and AJ are waiting. Were you two here this whole time? We were worried. Is Miss Silva okay? Yeah, it was all just a big misunderstanding. My dad was meeting Miss Maddox in secret because he was ashamed to let us see him cry about my mom's cancer. Now I feel guilty for how suspicious I was, but at least everything's okay. In your defense, I have no idea what else you were supposed to think with how strange he was acting. Still, I shouldn't have jumped to any conclusions. I guess my family's been so great, I was kind of expecting they couldn't stay perfect. I mean, things aren't perfect. I hope your dad can unlearn that stuff about hiding his feelings. I'll do my best to help him feel comfortable, but I do know this. I'm grateful we're always real with each other. That's one of the things I value most about our friend group. Especially you, Billy. Not to knock the rest of you, but Billy's been with me through thick and thin. No offense taken. You two have literally known each other for life. Ah, well, if I ever feel like our friendship needs to be a secret, please shake me. Pretty much. You continue walking down the hallway towards your rooms. Just then, you run into Casey and Aaron, who are excitedly waving a piece of paper. You guys! You guys! You gotta see this. Yes, two of our friends screeching in a hotel hallway during socially, contractual quiet hours. Not sure how I could miss it. Not us, you young curmudgeon. We just found out the coolest show is happening tonight in a real-life castle. Casey pushes the flyer in your hands, and you read it. Oh, sweet. You can stay overnight in a castle and get treated like royalty. I ran into somebody saying they were tickets left for tonight, and it starts in an hour. Look, you can even see the castle from our hotel. You, Rory, and AJ head to the nearest window and look outside at the castle. Very scary. Ooh. Hold on. So it's a show, but it's also overnight? Let me see. AJ takes the flyer, and after a moment, his eyes widen. Oh, it's an immersive theater experience. The overnight is part of the story. Sounds like a memorable way to spend our first night in London. I like the sound of an adventure. I'm in. You had me at treat like royalty. Maybe. I was sort of looking forward to sleeping in our suites tonight, so we're stuck between two good decisions. Well, just between us, Natalie snores like crazy, and I really need a good night's sleep after the long flight. This would be perfect. Spend the night in a castle for the royal treatment and a fun time with your friends. Listen, I can't turn down that smile, okay? When she smiles, I can't do it, okay? You want to continue that smile and never see her cry or frown. Sweet, it's settled. To the castle. I'll get tickets on my phone while we walk, and I'll email Mr. Olson so he knows where we are. Within half an hour, you'll all arrive at the castle. You head towards a tour guide dressed in historic garb. Excuse me, is this the right place? Indeed! While this esteemed Wildworth Castle, the experience begins in 10 minutes. Can you explain the concept here a little more? Are we supposed to pretend we're old-timey people? This is an immersive theatrical mystery, culminating in an overnight stay in our historical castle. I love immersives. They're the most groundbreaking medium happening in theater world these days. We're glad to hear that. During the show, you're encouraged to interact with the actors as if you're in character. Though, through the centuries, this castle has been home to royalty, nobles, and has been a prison as well, and has rumors of hauntings, all of which you might experience tonight. So, the audience members are supposed to act? Is that required? However much you wish to participate is up to you. You can spectate or you can engage as much as you wish. 3 guesses what I'm gonna do. Goodbye, Rory. Hello, Duchess Sylvia of Cedar Cove. That's the spirit. Right now it is the year 1820, and you're nearly late to the ball. Ah, yes. Excuse me, my plague boils have been acting up. Cough, cough. I can't believe you just said cough, cough out loud. Really, I hate to break it to you, but you're a couple hundred years too late for the Black Plague. I mean, can we ever be too late for a plague? Oops, I mean, I'm a medieval ghost who died of the plague? Excellent! It seems you're quite prepared. Right this way! The tour guide leads you and your friends into a lavish ballroom, already filled with actors and participants. Everybody looks like they're from the Victorian era. Actually, this looks Regency, if you want to be correct. Oh, AJ, shut the hell up, historian and buff. You look around, taking in the action. Oh, you must be so broken up about the scandal. Oh, yes, I cannot believe my poor bride went missing. Perhaps someone will help you find her. Nope, not doing it. There's already a juicy scandal. Coming here was a great idea. I bet if you talk to them, you could get involved in the story. Or we could just enjoy the ball. I can't get enough of the historical decorations. It's so realistic. I think I'll dance with you, Sky. We are at the ball, so that sounds like a great idea. Sky takes your hand and leads you on the dance floor, bringing an arm around your waist. I hope you know how to waltz, because I don't. My parents made me go to etiquette classes. Of course I know how to waltz. I'll lead. First, you step forward, the one foot, then the other. Then bring the first foot to the second foot. Guy demonstrates by guiding you through. Soon you get the hang of it, and you two are dancing in little circles. Oh, this isn't so bad at all. It's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Exactly. I admit I stepped on a few feet while I was learning, but it's not that bad until you get spin turns involved. Let's not get too crazy in here. Guy simply grins and leads you through an effortless spin. Ah, that wasn't so bad. I feel graceful. That's because you are. After the song comes to an end, you take a break, people watching with Guy. I didn't know theater like this existed. I wonder what goes into creating a set with no fourth wall. Oh, maybe we can convince AJ to do an immersive show sometime next year. For your growth. Already scheming for me. I like it. I kinda wish they hadn't taken our cell phones at the beginning. It'd be funny to show one to the actors. What's this demonic contraption? And why does it glow? Oh, exactly. Besides, the exit sign is already demonically glowing. I feel like they didn't have those back then. Suddenly you are interrupted by a tormented cry from an actor. Don't you dare say my beloved has died. I pray it isn't so. I cannot go on without her. Perhaps someone will find her yet alive. I hope for your sake. Yikes. The story got dark fast. Wait a moment. These young guests seem a tad suspicious. I fear I've never seen them in my life. We were just invited like everyone else. Or were you? Regardless, I must be alone. I ask you to leave my party this instant. As if from nowhere, the tour guide reappears, rounding you all up. Quick, follow me. We must go to the prisons. That sounds dangerous and uncomfortable. I hear the most dangerous criminals in London get locked up there. Quickly, the tour guide leads you into the dark prison and disappears back into the halls. You are accosted by a harsh voice. Stop right there. I see you're the new prisoners. I'm innocent. It was Billy. What? Hey! I'm a noble from an esteemed family. I demand you release him. The warden turns on you, ushering you into a cell and closing the bar door behind you with a clang. I knew you had a dangerous face. Confess your crime, miscreant. My crime? I am innocent, Skyframe. I killed people. It's true. I'm a dangerous murderer. They call me the Terror. Don't you mean the Ripper? I'm trying to be original here. So you murdered that poor girl on her wedding day. I should have known. Yes, it was me. But there's more than meets the eye. She threatened me first. If my twin was the criminal, does that make me an accessory to the crime? I'm too young for prison. Enough of this foolishness! Begone, young criminals! May I never see your foul faces again! The warden ushers you into the next part of the show. So rude, but at least we're free. This is getting interesting, so I guess the missing girl was murdered after all. I hope we don't have to tell the guy from the ball that his beloved really is dead. Why? You and your friends continue through the corridors of the old castle. Oh, there's no one here. Shouldn't there be actors or something? We're probably supposed to explore. This is, has to be part of the story. Exactly. If they didn't want us here, someone would get us. It's kind of spooky. I want to go back to the ballroom before I become embroiled in murder. It's too late now. Our lives are forever altered. Suddenly you stop in your tracks, listening. Guys, do you hear that? Help me. Ah! Casey shrieks, flailing around and knocking to a nearby statue, sending it clattering to the ground. Casey, stop breaking the prompts. We could get into trouble. It wasn't intentional. Wait, crap. Did I really break something? It's fine. Seems like the statue's made of plastic. I'll set him all up all right, and he'll be as good as new. What the heck was that voice? It was me. The court tour guide did say this castle was haunted. I think we found the ghost. Their sound tech's amazing. I can't even tell where the voice is coming from. We should try asking the voice something. You bravely step forward. Sky takes your hand to steady you. Alright, Ghost. If you hear me, how can we help you? A gust of wind blows through the room, and you shiver. It's a fan. They have, fans set up, right? I must be reunited with my beloved. I was stolen away before our wedding. It's so terrible. I bet your beloved is still looking for you. Just tell us where to go, and we'll find him for you. Yeah, I bet we can see you. He can too, and you'll be together again. Suddenly a familiar man rushes into the corridor, stopping cold, his eyes wide. Hello? I thought I heard a voice, but it must be the wind. It's not the wind. It's your love. She may have been murdered, but she's still in these halls waiting for you. It's true. We were just talking to her. And we think the killer is locked up in prison, so that's a plus. I'm a little fuzzy on it, though. I didn't think such things were possible. Prove it to me. Darling, speak. Yes, Henry. Do my ears deceive me in death? Hector gasps, placing a hand on his heart before running towards the voice. Oh, darling, I've missed you. I can't believe these wonderful friends found you again. Looks like love transcends even death. It's supposed to. Oh, that's actually pretty touching. I hope they find a way to be together. And before he ends it, before you know it, you've reached the end of the show. You and your friends are shown to your rooms. And according to the legend, the young man would speak to thin air, claiming he'd found his lost love. Both of their spirits still haunt these walls. What an intense story. And I helped bringing them back together. I'm a hero. Congratulations on making it through the mystery. This is where you'll be staying tonight. A room truly fit for royalty. Oh, so ornate. You sit down on the bed and the soft cushions sink beneath you. Before I leave you, I had the servants prepare you some warm evening tea with honey. Oh, whoa. I have tea made by servants? I can get used to this. You did an overnight immersive play in a castle. You sip your tea, and just then you hear another knock on the door. Don't you dare be another ghost. It's just me. I wanted to say goodnight. Well, in that case, I guess I can allow a visitor to my chambers. I'm glad the royal treatment is going to your head. You deserve it. I draw as close to where you sit on the bed, resting a small kiss on your lips. I could use that every night before bed. So could I. At least I get to kiss you more tomorrow. And at least I get to say goodnight tonight without roommates around. I carefully tuck you into the cozy sheets, placing your tea safely on the table. Sleep tight, Billy. Sweet dreams. Always of you. I mean, what? And just as soon as she appeared, she heads out, closing the door softly. Bright and early the next morning. You and your friends excitedly pile into a train to Paris, chattering amongst yourselves. I almost didn't want to get up from my bed in the castle, but I would have hated myself if I missed out on today. I feel you. That was probably the comfiest bed I've slept in my whole life. All the better that we're super well rested for the most romantic city in the world. What makes it so damn romantic, seriously? I still can't believe we're visiting Paris. Oh, we had just enough left over from the scholarship fund to cover the day trip. I can't wait to soak up the Parisian culture. I don't even know about the culture, but I'm here for... We're with Sky. Damn it! I want to say the food. All the food. I'm gonna go with romance. I hear there's even an official list of best places to kiss in Paris. Maybe I'll get to steal you away for our own Parisian adventure later, and you'll have to show me that list. You make eyes at Sky, squeezing one eye shut in a smooth wink, picturing how you've seen it done in the movies. Is there something wrong or something in your eye, bro? No? I can't believe none of you have mentioned the French legend, or the French theatrical legacy. We've got Molière, Victor Hugo. I don't know anything about the Paris theater scene. I know the Phantom of the Opera set in Paris that runs in London. Oh, speaking of the Phantom, the famous opera house from the story is here, which I hear is full of ghosts. Not to mention the stories about the catacombs. Ooh, catacombs. While your friends geek out, you press your face to the window, watching the fascination, or with fascination, as the sights zoom past you. Suddenly you see a familiar reflection in the glass. Being a ghost, I hope what I'm seeing right now isn't real. Nice to see you, dorks, too. Not. Oh, we were hoping this train car would be empty. Not only is it full, but the contents are probably contagious. Oh, who are you calling diseased? You're the sick ones. If we were contagious, maybe you'd catch us and turn into nice people. We're nice. You're just insecure because your show's not good. This has nothing to do with the show. Every time we run into you, it's personal attacks. This has nothing to do with the show at this point. Shut up. What are you doing on the same train as us anyway? Well, you're not the only high school going to Paris today. How narcissistic can you get? I'd advise you to leave. We're here to enjoy ourselves with a day in Paris, not deal with the likes of you. Oh, so you're hanging out in Paris all day. Probably in the evening, too. Yeah, Mr. Obvious, what's it to you? Oh, nothing. It's just gonna feel good doing productive things like a rehearsal while you idiots waste your time. Speaking of wasting time, let's bounce. Bye, losers! As the Staten kids stalk out of the train car, you and your friends share a confused look. That was weird. Why would they care how late we're staying? Don't waste your energy figuring them out. Look, we're crossing the border. After disembarking the train, you and your friends explore the Paris streets, taking in the sights. Ah, the Paris air smells like baguettes and wonder. Mr. Olsen said we can do whatever we want until 3 p.m. Paris is our oyster. Thought we had all night. And we only have till 3 p.m. What the... Obviously, we're gonna go shopping first. I'm not passing up the chance to try on designer clothes. Prom is happening right when we return. It would be ideal to have some prom clothes ready so we don't need to rush. Sure, but just so it's said, if we see through the window is a stuff a baby doll would wear, I'm not going in. Look, I see a store with amazing suits and gowns in the window, and the mannequins have hair like real people. Going to the minimalistic facade of a high-end boutique, noticing guards in black tuxedos manning the entrance. I'm not sure it's normal to have guards standing outside of clothing stores. Welcome to the world of high fashion, where expensive clothes are treated like museum pieces. Let's go in. You'll walk through the door, a little bell tinkling as you step across the threshold. You take in the clothes. Whoa, I didn't even know lace could look like that. Bruh, come here. Okay, come here. I want to tell you about lace. Come here. Excusez-moi. Spin around, coming face to face with a strange French man. Sorry. No parlez-vous France? That's quite alright. I'm trilingual. I'm simply admiring your look, so fresh, so youthful. Oh. I am indeed a literal youth. If I didn't look youthful, I'd be worried. Precisely, so authentic, the true ideal. You have the je ne sais quoi I pictured embodying my latest collection. I must see you in my creations. What? What's that? Locum's been working on his French? Yeah. Eat it. Your collection? Like a stamp collection? Billy, that's... Oh my god. I'm speechless. I'm hyperventilating. I'm dying. If you were dying, you'd stop talking. This is how American young people speak and not cause for alarm, yes? Could be either. Rory's known for being dramatic. You're the famous designer, Lancelian. Been following your work ever since you custom one of the favorite films, The Red Dove. I have your Vogue editorial tacked to my wall. I don't know who you are besides AME. As your friends crowd around Lancelian and his face lights up. Ah, little muses as far as their eyes can see, so radiant each of you. We're looking for stuff to wear to prom, if you have anything like that. Oh, how wonderful, American. I just have the thing. Would you grant me the privilege of dressing you? For real, that sounds expensive. It's really nice in all of you, but I'm not sure we can afford the stuff in here. Don't worry about that. I'm Lancelian, for goodness sake. I own the shop, and every piece of clothing here I'll give it to all for discount. I must be dreaming. I can pinch you. You, the tall one with the beautiful willow tree. I have just the thing in mind. Me? Yes, you! Go, try on this gown. I think you'll love it. Erin stumbles in the dressing room. Moments later, she emerges in a form-fitting dress. Okay, it's kind of pretty. It's so me. What do you all think? So fierce, so powerful. You should consider a career in modeling. You could wear that dress in another editorial. Oh, I don't think that's in the cards, but I'm flattered. I'll stick to high school acting for now. I think you're going to turn every head at prom. I hope mine's as good. Casey dashes into another room, emerging shortly. Okay, yours is better, no offense. I look dope. Way better than anything I could have picked out. Casey does a weird little dance in front of the mirror, checking out the outfit. Yes, yes, the world is your runway, you strange child. I like him now more than ever. It looks like it was made for you. Okay, you better not outshine me at prom. Me next. I want to be transformed by my new fairy godfather. Your wish is granted. Rory runs into the dressing room and then struts out as though on a catwalk. She stops at a pose. That's not bad, but I still think our twin sisters is still vastly superior than both. I hope this shows off my good angles. Oh wait, they're all good in this outfit. Ah, work it, Rory. I'm in awe. I've seen you clean up good, but never that good. Lance Alien's an artist at work. I do try. The sweetheart Rory radiates star power, and the look brings that out. AJ goes next, coming out in an elegant suit. You're a fucking leprechaun. I feel dashing, like it's my red carpet moment after I've directed a big indie circuit hit. Prom, basically, will be our red carpet once we sweep the floor of the competition tomorrow. Sounds like you'd better get the suit as a vote of confidence in us. Of course you're a director. My instincts must be spot on. I sold the very same suit to a well-known acteur last week. And now, Billy, here. Try a few looks and pick your favorite. I couldn't quite decide. You inspired me so much. Of course I did. Lance Alien places a folded assortment of outfits in your arms, ushering you into the dressing room. Dressing room is just as fancy as the store. Clothes hanging in here look super delicate. We can try those on next, but I think you'll swoon over what I picked out for you. At Lance Alien's behest, you regard the 3 ensembles you walked in with, and try them out in front of the mirror. Wear a designer suit to prom to dazzle Sky, and seize the spotlight. Once in a blue moon, make prom a night to remember in this dusty blue designer. Okay, I like it. Coming up roses, oh hell no. Turn heads at prom and the show-stopping twist on the classic suit. And TLZ, keep it simple for prom and the snow frills look. I like the tie. Teal's not bad. Over that thing over your heart is just kind of stupid. Is that a fruit? I'm gonna go with once in a blue moon. Kind of look like John Wick now. You're taking forever. Come on out. We need to see how amazing you look. Wait, I don't want Sky to see me before prom. It has to be a big movie-like moment of reveal. Don't worry. If it's important to you, I'm turning my back. I can't see a thing. This isn't marriage, dog. Stop it. Cautiously, you emerge in your chosen outfit, appreciating the feel of the fabric against your body. Oh, you look très magnifique. How do you feel? I feel like I was just dressed to the nines by a world-famous designer, so pretty freaking flawless. Lance Alien applauds at your humor, laughing joyously. You look ready to star in the next romance film and costuming such classic elegance. You look like you just stepped off the red carpet. I can't tell if you're my brother or a model. I'm trying to picture what you're wearing based on all these compliments, but I know I won't come close. What about you? What are you gonna wear? You'll find out on prom night. Keep your eyeballs away. Fine, I'll try to be patient. You quickly change back into your regular clothes so she won't see. When you return, Lance Alien adamantly is talking with Sky. Sky, I just have the ensemble for you. Come, try it on. You look marvelous. Your turn to look away, Billy. Spin around and close your eyes. I guess that's only fair. Can I peek? Can I peek? I'm peeking if there's an option. You hear some rustling in the dressing room, followed by footsteps and a collective gasp. What do you all think? Oh my, Sky. This may be my favorite look of the afternoon other than Billy. Somebody picked my jaw up off the floor. Billy's one lucky person. I need to see. What have I done to myself? Now you know what true suffering feels like. You all pose and parade around, trying on more fancy clothes for fun, having the time of your lives. We have to wait till this crappy thing's over so we can see her. Shit! After finishing your prom shopping, you head to meet up with the rest of the group. Gather at the Lavure, marveling at the artwork as Mr. Olson leads your group. The sculpture is called the Thinker. Its artist, Rodin, was known for his emotionally evocative human figures. He's so intense. I wonder what he's supposed to be thinking about. Maybe he's pondering how uncomfortable he is in that pose. His lover. Nobody sits in thought that long unless they're really pining over someone. That's relatable. I'm with you. He's definitely in love. Over here, you'll find the famed Mona Lisa with the most mysterious smile in the art world. It's a smile. How's it mysterious? As you follow the group across the museum, your phone pings. You discreetly look, and in case you do the same. It's Aunt Wendy. Hi, kids. Are you still free the day after your show? Yes, we are 1,000 still want to meet you. If you still want to meet us. Of course I do. I was hoping to spend the day with the two of you. I have a couple ideas up my sleeve. OMH. I mean, oh my god. Yeah, sounds great. We can't wait to meet you. Excellent. We can meet up at my place if you don't mind dogs. Oh my god, we love dogs. Okay, tell us more about your dog. She's a French bulldog named Silva. She adores soap operas and chopped carrots. Oh, she sounds flawless. You can give her a treat when you visit. She'd love that. Sky taps you on the shoulder and you jump. Ah! Millie, please keep your voice down. We're in a museum. This isn't the library, Mr. Olson. Shut up. Sorry, Mr. Olson. Sky, what the heck? Only trying to make sure you don't miss one of the most famous paintings in history. I'm looking, I promise. Okay, can a modern guy text and be totally present in the world? You tell me, but first tell me what you think of the Mona Lisa. Look intensely. You intently widen your eyes and stare through the crowd surrounding the painting. She's very beautiful, small. I can barely even see her through all these people. But at least you can now say that you saw her at all. Speaking of crowds, though, we're not going to be in Paris much longer, and the sun's starting to get set outside. Let me guess, you want to go enjoy Paris alone with me? Maybe kiss under the stars? Sky's eyes linger on your lips as she smiles at the thought. Do you want to? If we sneak out now, I bet Mr. Olson won't mind. Besides, I may have set up a surprise for you. Now you really have my attention. I was hoping you'd say yes. Honestly, wasn't sure what I'd do if you didn't. Follow me. Our first stop is a romantic dinner for two. Lead the way. Smiling conspiratorially, you and Sky slip out of the museum and into Paris evening. You and Sky catch a taxi to an elegant hotel. Sky takes your hand and leads you to a restaurant at the top floor. Holy cheese, we can see the Eiffel Tower right out the window. I don't know if we'll ever be in Paris together again, so I want to make sure everything is perfect. Your timing for dinner is great. I'm starving, but I don't think I can pronounce anything on the menu. How about we start with a familiar word? Escargot. Snails? You took me on a date to eat snails. I take back all the compliments related to this surprise. Come on, we're across the world in a beautiful city, and this moment may never happen again. I figure we should take a chance. Sky flags down the waiter and orders the escargot. Soon, it's placed before you on a steaming plate. Sky tries one, chewing for a moment with a thoughtful expression. They're good. I wonder if it's be enticing if I fed you one. Alright, feed me one. Sky pierces through a piece of escargot with a fork, gently lifting it to your lips. For you, my dear monsieur. You lock eyes with Sky as you bite down, savoring the novel taste. Oh, yum. It's actually good. Kind of soft and mushroomy. Okay, I said I was doing better at French, not everything in French. Je sais fou de tout. I can't find that on the menu. No, That's not a dish. It's a phrase I learned earlier. It means I'm crazy about you. Mm. Oh, I feel the same way. But I think you knew that already. Maybe, but I like hearing it just the same, so I'm lucky to be here with you. Hey, Sky. Guess what? What? Je suis fou de tout, too. I'm sad to say I actually don't know the right way to say "to" in French. It's fine. I think my translation got the point across. I can't get over how dreamlike this whole trip is. We're staying in such a luxurious hotel, and now this. I should be too jaded to feel that way. I've traveled before. I've sat in too many nice restaurants to count. This shouldn't be new. Ah, but the person you're with is new. And actually enjoyable. And yet, it's not the upscale hotel or the nice food that's doing it for me. What's magical to me is that we earned this. Ah, yes. We had so many obstacles, and we're here by the sheer hard work of our cast and crew. I've had stuff handed to me my whole life, but to work for something that matters and get it? That's a high I want to ride for a while. We deserve this. Especially you. Let's live this way forever. No, we deserve this. Especially you. You deserve this competition. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be recognized for your work. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I like the shadows. But I also bet you liked it when the scholarship judges were totally dazzled by your tech. Yeah, sure, that felt good. But it was about my work, not about me. There's a difference. What if I privately tell you how talented and amazing you are? It doesn't have to be public or anything. I could maybe let you do that, if I'm not looking you in the eye. Oh, come on. The waiter soon brings your entrees, and you happily dig in, your eyes widen at the first taste. I've never had anything like this. The French obviously know their way around a kitchen. Yes, they are very passionate about their foods. Maybe you can bring back some ideas for the Golden Griddle. I'd start with just calling the dishes French words, though. Instant class boost. Ah, you're onto something. The waffles can become... Look up a translation online. Oh, we're doing this. Gruffus et syrup. Really? I'll tell Mom and Dad immediately. As much as I'd love to sit here and rewrite your parents' menu in French, I do have another thing planned for us. Now I'm hoping it's waffles. Gaffres. Guy bites back a giggle as you both pay the bill and head outside. You walk along the waterfront to the Seine, hand in hand. I can see why a walk along the river was part of your surprise. The view is gorgeous. That's not the surprise. Look over there. You follow Sky's gaze to the edge of the water, where you see a tiny boat for two. Oh, wow. Sky helps you in steadily the boat as you get settled. It rocks beneath you, threatening your balance. Oh. Don't worry, I've got you. Once you're safely settled, she pushes off the dock, and you float down the river together. We were so dreamlike at night. Can't believe you got us a boat. I knew I wanted to do something special for you on the trip, so I racked my brain for what would impress you. I remembered you liked it last time I took you on a boat, and figured doing it in Paris would be even better. I'm speechless, so have this instead. With a grin, you lean over and kiss her on the cheek. She immediately blushes. Oh, wow, I'm glad I hit the mark. I also thinking of this as our celebration of our victory, of getting here and all, and of my new freedom. I wanted to take a moment with the most important person to me to just revel in that. Sky paddles you down the river. You pantomime raising a glass to your new life. To my new life. And to us. Now you have to drink the river water. No way, I'm not dying of a hidden leeches today. Well, that puts a wrench in my surprise. I can't think of anything more romantic than hidden leeches. And they say I have a wacky sense of humor. But in all seriousness, what's the most romantic daydream you have of us? Sky nearly loses her grip on her paddle, scrambling not to drop it in the river. Oh, well, that's a good question. Promise you won't laugh? It's really weird. I choose you because we're both weird. Come on. Now you have to tell me. Well, in the daydream, you're a princess and I'm a vampire. We fall in... I mean, we fall for each other. And on a moonlit night, just like this, I turn you into a vampire too, so we can be together forever. I'm not sure I want to be undead, but I like the together forever part. Please, I wish there was a vampire. As you converse, you begin losing yourself in her sparkling blue eyes. Your faces draw close together. Even with the beautiful river and the night sky, I'd rather look at you. Funny, I was thinking the same thing about you. Slowly, you lean in toward Sky, brushing your lips against hers. Oh. She hesitates a moment before kissing you back, wrapping her arms around the back of your neck, drawing you close. The boat sways beneath you as you tangle your fingers in her hair. She deepens the kiss, her soft lips hot and insistent against yours. All too soon, you break away, and your breath heavy and your cheeks warm. How about I don't leave lipstick all over my face? Just a little. I'll fix it for you. She wipes her sleeve across your face, dabbing away any black lipstick. My hero. I would wear her lipstick. I'm serious. I don't give a shit if she left a kiss mark. That's the whole point. Maybe I'd rather be your villain. Well, maybe you think you're a villain, but you're too humble to admit you've been the good guy all along. Stop rating me, it's too real. Oh, no, it got too deep. Quick, let me hold you and make a bad joke to diffuse the tension. You should hold me, but the bad joke isn't required. Ah, too late, here it comes. Did you hear about the new movie about the river? No. Well, it's now streaming. Oh, but shh. That's awful. Come on, date's over. We're going back to London. No, I take it back. Stay here with me. No joke is worth this punishment. I wish. Seriously, though. We're gonna miss the train home if we don't get going. You maneuver the boat back to the dock and then head back to the train station, holding hands as you walk. The next morning, back in London, you and your roommates are getting ready to head to the festival. Mom, let's go. We have so many shows I want to see before it's time to perform. Hold your enthusiasm. I'm still coming to grips with being awake this early. Michael, you kidding? I could barely sleep with how stoked I am. Suddenly you hear loud banging on your door and you all jump. What the heck? You unlock the door, rubbing your temple. On the other side, you find AJ. What? Hours before call time. Don't you dare make us have a 10 a.m. run-through. It's not that. Prospero's staff has been stolen. Next time on High School Story, your most important prop has gone missing. Will you be able to track it down in time for the opening night? Gone missing because the pricks probably stole it. With that being said, I hope you all did enjoy the video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Means a lot if you do. Also, head down the description below. Links to social media, our Discord, And if you like to support yours truly, also consider hitting that join button. If you have an Amazon Prime, you can always go over to my Twitch channel that's down below as well. And it's literally free to use a subscription on my channel if you'd like. All you have to do is link your Amazon with Twitch. It's just as easy as logging into your Amazon, and boom, you're done. Bob's your uncle, and you have a good time. With that being said, I want to go ahead and say this now, short and steady. I miss the girl I was with. I miss her sometimes while doing this. She reminds me so much of her, Sky. She had red hair, blue eyes. Her name was Ashley. Excuse me. And, she would do things like that. She would do, you know, she did the picnic thing and the whole 9 yards before she was taken away from me. And, she was a fantastic individual who I consider angels to be more real than deities like God. She was an angel. She wanted me to be happy, and it's taken a long time to come to full terms with that. She wanted me to be happy, no matter what, and I think she would want me to continue to be happy even now. And I keep trying to find someone in my life. I know that I don't deserve to be alone, but I continue. No, really, I continue to try, and just find someone, because you deserve to be loved, and vice versa. And also, as for Mr. Silva and the crying thing, I don't cry very often. With anyone, God, no. It really has to be a breakdown. However, there are times I'll cry by myself. You know, for instance, like watching Pokemon, where Ash died. I cried. Watching that movie with the Green Mile, there it is. I'll cry. I'll cry. So it's emotional. There's times I'll cry. I don't want to go into other things in case you haven't watched certain things or whatnot. And I'll cry. I'm man enough to say I cry. However, I cry in secret. However, I do have this desire as a man to find a woman that I can hold in my arms and just be vulnerable with. You know, let down the whole me being a support beam, me being a badass when I need to be, things like that, and just be human, be normal, and show her my soft, weak side. I don't know. I'm weird like that. That's all I seek, but I haven't had that in a very, very long time. And the best way to put it before we end this is kind of like being in war. And you constantly are on conflict and constantly in conflict, and it's just always going, and you get so tired of fighting. You get so tired of drama and conflict and negativity and, you know, just lack thereof good things. And that's been my life for, I want to say, 90 to 95% of it. And I'm tired. Like, mentally, physically, everything. There's just times where you just want to cuddle up with someone. And just, I guess, in a way, regenerate, recharge, things like that. So you can be ready for the next crap fest when it throws your way. But anyway, yeah, oh, what's that? Locum's being a softie right now. Yeah, shut up, okay? Everybody shut up! Go f*** yourselves. There. Threw the guard back up. Anyway, speaking of throwing down the guards, go check out Kind Words. It's a really great game, where it's not really a game, it's me helping people through bad times. Real people, by the way. Real people write these letters. Real people send them out. Real people have feelings and are communicating. It's a fantastic game, which is super, super cheap, if you're interested in it. So, without further ado, thanks for watching. Catch you all in the next video. Peace.